I have a huge announcement to make, but it requires a little bit of preparation. Yeah, you too. Yeah, go. There we go. Oofta. Oh, there's a bucket underneath. Okay. Gorgeous day on the out friggin' side. How close or far would you like to be? I don't know. I have no idea what you guys prefer. So let me know in the comments. Good morning. It's a beautiful day outside. So I'm going to do 3 videos right now. I'm announcing that... Let's turn the AC off. So making all that noise. Welcome to the first video in this 3-part series. Have started a Patreon page. You can go to my Patreon page. You can support me financially. And that will help me towards all sorts of things. I'll talk about the rewards and the goals in just a second. But first I want to explain what Patreon is. So people like me like to make things. We like to create things. In my case, I like creating videos. I like filming myself. I don't necessarily actually like editing yet. But someday I will if I do enough of the other as well. There are creators like me that create content of some sort, but have no really realistic way to be financially supported by that content, right? So I'm joining Patreon because if you like my videos and appreciate what I'm doing and want me to be able to do it better than I am doing it, then contributing on Patreon is the way to do that. So the way Patreon works is it's a per month pledge to a specific channel. I want to go to Europe. Europe is not cheap. But there's always projects like that on my horizon, and I have to be creative about how I'm going to be able to accomplish them in spite of not having enough money. Hopefully the donations that I have on Patreon can lubricate the process of finding money to be able to do the projects and things I want to do with my life. So I've been vlogging for a while now, and I basically have been kind of listlessly vlogging, not really knowing what my focus is or what I want my videos to be about or the purpose behind my videos. Kind of just doing videos to learn what purpose might fit me and what purpose might really work for me and what might be the kinds of videos that would make sense for my lifestyle and make sense for me as a vlogger. And so, but I think I've come to a point where I've been doing it long enough that I think I kind of understand what types of videos really fit me and what types of videos really fit my personality and are an accurate portrayal of that. And so that's what I want to do, is I want to create a channel that promotes a specific value system. I want to promote basically 2 things and sort of a third thing. I want to promote family values. I want to promote explorative values. Right now, I don't really have a family of my own that I'm creating, but a lot of my travels still revolve around family. As far as where I end up going, why I end up going there, I get to enjoy life because I enjoy adventure, and I enjoy the values that encourage healthy adventure. And so those 2 things are 2 somewhat separate value systems in a lot of people's minds. The value system of having family and people that you're loyal to and that you care about and that matter to you. And then the other side is, the third thing is, I want to promote the value of combining those 2 things, because I don't think those 2 things need to be separate. And I think there's somebody online that is doing a pretty good job of kind of melding these 2, and that is Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat right now, for instance, is doing a trip across the country with his son to go to college. That's like the purpose that I want to go forward with this channel. And now that I feel like I have a sense of purpose for this channel, and I think I understand and have defined it in a way that I think is cohesive and consistent and sustainable, I'm willing to ask for people to contribute and be a part of that community in a more substantial way than I previously have. So that's what I want to do. Doing that, I can do the way I am right now. With this computer, with me talking to this computer, I can do that. But I'd like to be able to do it better than that. That might include me getting different types of equipment and maybe even taking classes on how to use that equipment effectively. That might include, I don't even know what. I have no idea what the money you will be supporting this channel with will enable this channel to do. but I have zero doubt in my mind that this channel is going to be a permanent fixture in my life for the rest of my life. I'm comfortable with that, and I'm looking forward to what Patreon can enable in this channel. So as far as what I want to do, projects that I have on the horizon, I want to go to Europe. I would love to do an East Coast trip. I haven't been to the East Coast of the U.S. in a long time. I've done quite a few West Coast trips. Even this year, I went all the way to L.A. There are a lot of friends and family in that part of the country that I'd really like to visit. I haven't seen in years, a lot of them. The biggest trip I'd like to go on right now that is probably years in the future is I'd love to do South America. I don't know my geography as well as I would like to think I do. I just want to go down there and I want to see the mountains. The Andes look to me like some of those beautiful mountains in the world, and I want to experience those for myself. I've got so many big dreams, and I'm going to do what I have to do to accomplish those dreams, but the question is how much this channel will get to be a part of that, and I want it to be a big part of that. In Patreon, depending on how much you pledge to donate every month, as to what rewards I give back to you as a thank you. Anyone that pledges on Patreon is going to get this one. I used to do shoutouts for a while for all of my new subscribers, and I want to do this for all of my Patreons. I'm always going to give those shoutouts and that recognition for those who are willing to financially support the channel. I have 10 fingers. $10 or more will get a hand-drawn picture. You know, a dude, this little tree. I draw all sorts of pictures. This is one of the kinds of pictures I often draw, and I love drawing these trees. These are like my favorite type of thing to draw, probably. This is young and old Moses. So this is a waterfall, and you can see like some trees there. Drawing is something I love to do, something I will always do that I can't help but do. I don't know if he's going to see this video, but I'm working on this picture for him. That's only going to be for the first 50 Patreons, because each of these drawings usually takes me hours. I think you probably enjoy me using those hours for things like videos rather than spending, making a job out of just drawing these pictures for Patreon subscribers. Can I get my toes into the picture? I don't know if I can. But if you donate $20, but for all of you who are willing to pledge $20 a month, which, at least in my mind, there probably won't be all that many people that do that ever. But if you are willing to pledge $20 a month, then you'll be entered in a biannual raffle for me to have a road trip to your town. And that lucky person, I will come and visit, explore, promote your hometown. You own the show for one of my road trips. And I'll do one raffle in the summer and one raffle in the winter. So the first raffle drawing for this is going to be this Christmas. But that's my idea. If you like that idea, let me know in the comments. If you don't like that idea, also let me know in the comments. I want to hear back from you guys what you think of me joining Patreon. As far as goals, I have goals set too. The most important goal going forward is to put up a video every single week, 3 months in a row. The truth of the matter is that this goal involves more people than just myself. It's to get 100 YouTube subscribers. My third goal is to get portable video equipment. So I would love... There's a wasp. I would love to go back to places like Turner Falls and be able to actually film the falls themselves. The fourth, and in some ways, and probably financially, the biggest goal I have is the Euro trip. This goal, in my mind, is a long way from here. Not because it's actually a long way from here, but because the idea of Patreon being able to fund a trip of that magnitude is pretty far out there for me. I'm nowhere near that point, right? So if all of you were willing to make really big donations to Patreon, I still wouldn't be able to do it in the time frame I'm planning on. But in the future, someday, I want to be able to fund trips where you guys have chosen the trip. That's just a really big goal that's probably a long way away that I'd really love to be able to do for you. So those are the goals, those are the rewards, those are the reasons why I hope you will support me on Patreon. So if you want to go to my Patreon, there's a link in the doobly-doo where you can see the second video in this series. The third video in this series will be a thank you video that will only ever be shown on a thank you screen immediately after someone donates. Yeah, I'm out of breath, that's what. I am out of breath, and I'm so thankful, and I'm looking forward to how we can work together to make this channel even better in the future.